in order to use Dynar, you need to write the model in a text file. For our example, I have written it in the file neoclassical1.mod. To do that, I use the text editor of Octave. That is perfect for this task. You can, of course, use in the same way the text editor coming with MATLAB. The first thing to do in a model file is to declare the variable. The endogenous variable are declared with the keyword var. And then, in our case, we have two endogenous variables, C for consumption and K for the stock of capital at the end of the current period. All Dynar instruction needs to be terminated with a semicolon. After the endogenous variable, you declare the exogenous variable with the keyword var exo. In our case, we have one exogenous variable, big A, that represents the total factor productivity. Again, notice the semicolon. The third type of symbol we need to declare are the parameters. Here we have four of them. The keyword is parameters. Then, because in the algebra part I use Greek letter, I just spell out the Greek letter. So alpha, the share of capital, beta, the discount factor, delta, the depreciation rate, and sigma, the inverse of the elasticity of intertemporal substitution. Then we write the calibration. Alpha is equal to 0.3, beta is equal to 0.98, delta to 0.025, sigma is equal to 2. Next, you're going to write the equation. The equation are written in what we call a model block that start with the keyword model, semicolon, and terminates with the keyword end, semicolon. Then you write the equation pretty much the way they were written in algebra. When the variable appears at the current period, you don't need to indicate anything. So C at the power, notice the caret to indicate the power, of minus sigma means Ct at the power of minus sigma is equal to beta times C. Now we have Ct plus 1, so the lead, we write it in parentheses just after the name of the variable. Again, at the power of minus sigma. Multiply, notice that the multiplication in the MATLAB language that we use for Dynar, it needs to be explicit. So you use a star to indicate the multiplication. Then alpha times A, again t plus 1 in parentheses, multiplied by kt at the power of alpha minus 1 plus 1 minus delta. Again, one equation is terminated by a semicolon. The second equation, the budget constraint, reads Ct plus Kt is equal to At multiplied by Kt minus 1 at the power of alpha plus 1 minus delta times Kt minus 1, semicolon, end of the model declaration. You remember that when we discussed the model, we used algebra to derive the steady state value for K and C for a given value of A. Here, we write that K is it equal to 1 minus beta times 1 minus delta over beta times alpha times A at the power, the entire ratio at the power of 1 minus alpha minus 1. Again, semicolon. Then C is equal to A times k at the power of alpha minus delta times k. Here the timing does not matter because at the steady state we are looking for a constant value for k and a constant value for c. You may notice that we can exploit recursive relationships. One, I establish the value of steady state k. I can use it in the next uh, definitions. Again, the steady state block is terminated by n. Then we need to establish to declare rather, the steady state value of total factor productivity. We set it to 1, and this initialization is made in a block starting with init val, semicolon, a equal 1, and terminated by n. Finally, in this file, we are going to do only a very simple thing. Uh, with the steady command, again semicolon, we are going to check that this definition of the steady state is in fact correct, that correspond to that dynamic model, and display the numerical value given a equal to 1 and these values for the parameter. That terminates the that terminates uh, the writing of neoclassical 1.mod. That I already mentioned. That's it.